I now believe that the church does cause harm to certain groups of people.
Mm-hmm.
And it pains me that people that I love and respect are either complicit in that harm or, you know, depending how you see it with paying tithing, maybe even actively participating in something that I think ultimately does cause harm to people.
Yeah. So what's your question about that?
Yeah, actually, that's a good question because
Like,
it's
yes, that happens. And ultimately,
but there's not
like,
anything I guess I need to do about it, right? Like, what am I going to do?
They're like, they get to be complicit.
Yeah.
And you get to be upset and you get to draw boundaries around your interaction if that's painful for you.
It's that feeling. It's that missionary spirit in me of like,
I got to stop them from doing this.
Yes.
It's like,
I need to fix this. I know something that I need to pass on. I need to make someone understand something that I know is objectively true. And it's a little more complicated than being in the church because, you know, now I feel like, well, I'm more backed up by like statistics of the actual harm.
You can say like, no, this is actually true. You're not wanting to see this, but they get to not see it.
Yeah.
And you get to use your voice and your platform to advocate and do for social justice and for fairness. And everyone ultimately gets to decide.
I was in a car crash. I was hurt badly and spent months recovering in the hospital. I nearly died. So I've got to make it known that cars are harmful. I now believe that cars do cause harm to certain groups of people. And it pains me that people that I love and respect are either complicit in that harm or, you know, actively driving around on the roads. I need to stop them from doing this. I need to fix this. I now know something that I need to pass on, that I need to make them understand, that I know is objectively true. Because, you know, I feel like I'm backed up by actual statistics of actual harm. You know, cars slaughter 1 million people every year. That's a good fraction of how many people died each year in World War II. That's a couple of people every minute of every day, 24/7. Think about that. And it's not just deaths. There are tens of millions more people that suffer injuries from traffic crashes every year. Many of those become permanently disabled. It ruins their life. And the financial cost. Did you know that the cost of all of these car crashes adds up to a few % of the global GDP? Oh, that is a lot of money. And all for what? So we can drive around hurting each other? Why not put that money to good use? I mean, take it, you know, donate it to dig wells in Africa or something. Don't just spend it on perpetuating this awful harm. And don't even get me started on how cars are destroying the planet. And to think that people are just trying to push these cars out to all these third world countries. They're trying to get more cars in Africa and Mongolia and Bhutan, everywhere really. Like many countries today where obviously people don't need cars because they've been walking and riding bikes since they were cavemen. Okay, think about that. And here's you forcing your car on them. You just want everyone to be like you, don't you? It's disgusting, really. Nobody should have to suffer that. You awful drivers sending people to hospital and to the grave. Now, record scratch. My mum is freaking out right now. No, I wasn't in a car crash, nor did I go to hospital, so just get that out of the way first. But really, isn't religion kind of like a vehicle to get somewhere? Or more accurately, to become something? This is why we go to church. It's part of the process of becoming. God has given us the tool and the motive power to return to Him. And we just have to make wise choices about how to steer and navigate to Him. And to the Girls Camp podcast you saw at the beginning of this video, to the Girls Camp, sometimes bad things happen to people in cars, and it's heartbreaking. And sometimes this is your fault for lack of diligence while driving. And sometimes it's got nothing to do with you. Some other person, some drunk driver caused you harm. And yet, here you are, left trying to figure out what to do next. But I'll tell you what not to do next. Don't spend your life telling others to quit driving. Don't go telling me that the statistics are on your side. I and millions of others aren't going to stop driving to our destination. because there's a reason we started driving and there's a reason we're continuing. Statistics are most certainly not on your side, and if there are some, they're cherry-picked. Religion in general is linked to better well-being in nearly every metric in aggregate. And for Latter-day Saints, these positive metrics are almost universally amplified. Latter-day Saints consistently rate high on every positive metric, on happiness, on marital strength, on life expectancy, and so on. Latter-day Saints have significantly lower rates of divorce. They, on average, donate way more to charity, twice as much as most other churches and more than non-religious people, and give far more volunteer hours on average than most. The church heads thousands of humanitarian and welfare projects in 191 countries, and it does a world of good. Don't act like the statistics are in your favor. Girls Camp, I'm sorry that you were in a metaphorical car crash, but it doesn't mean that everyone, or even anyone, should stop driving. This is Sword of Laban, out.